Alright y'all, I'm right here today, give you a little bit of updates or whatever been going on. As you can hear now, I got a puppy. Uh, Here's the hogs, they getting me pretty good size. The one old boy over here, he pretty good size. I reckon he might taste pretty good with some biscuits and gravy. Then we got a puppy here, which is mine, and I named, and nobody likes her name for some reason, but anyway, I named her Dog. I figured that would be a good name for a dog. So everybody else says should have called her something different, but anyway, that's her name. And I get that idea from I don't know how many of y'all watch Walking Dead, but now in the last couple of seasons, Daryl has a German Shepherd on there. But anyway, the name is Dog, so I thought that was pretty cool, and I liked the show, so I named her Dog. Anyway, also went in a new Christian store that's local around here. Got this really cool cup. It's got the armor of God on there, and on the back it has the verses and everything, which I thought was really cool. I like graphic type stuff, personal stuff, you know, get a little bit of character other than a plain steel cup. So anyway, I got that. Here's my lake corn, which done a whole heck of a lot better than my regular corn, and I don't really know why, because I didn't tend it near as good. As you can see, got a good amount of corn off of it the other day. Really good ears, a lot bigger and more on it than I got off my first corn. And that one right there is actually ready too. Anyway, I tried to grow a lot now, as much as I can, and like I said, I don't tend it the best, but it still puts out good. Yep, I got a few tomatoes ripe too, actually. Little patch of late tomatoes here in this grass that's in front of this corn, but as you can see, I still got some tomatoes in there I need to pick. But anyway, been working a lot lately, hadn't had much time to do videos and stuff, and then I had some problems with my eyes, so I was down for about 3 days. But anyway, I've been doing some of the Bible reading. Some of y'all like that. Maybe it'll be more popular, it'll be more people interested in it. But anyway, what's going on, and let's see, this will focus. Anyway, there's my chickens. They're still doing pretty good. And all that, I do a lot of flipping back and forth with the camera here because I'm not a great cameraman, nor do I have one. But anyway, the chicken pen, I had some wild vines come up, and I figured why not just let them go instead of, you know, chopping them up with a lawnmower. But it's a watermelon vine here growing all over the chicken pen, and we had this wild pumpkin vine come up. And out here, a couple years ago, well, I think it was last year, it may have been the year before last, but anyway, right here in this spot is where we throw the old pumpkins from Halloween and stuff. And I guess what they say, life finds a way. But we have a pumpkin now. One of my apple trees out here had an apple on it, and I was hoping that it would get ripe this year. It's the first one that's been on it. I think the tree is about 2 or 3 years old now, but we had a big windstorm and it knocked it off, so didn't get my apple. So anyway, what can you do? I've been planning on making some more videos for y'all, seeing what I can come up with. And right now I got a lot of Olight stuff. Y'all know that I like Olight. I got a few more things in the flash sale they just had, and I'll show one of them to you in a minute when I set this cup down. But I don't know if you've heard of them, but it's a company, Phoenix Lights or whatever, but Phoenix is the name. And you see a lot of advertisements on Facebook and stuff like that of them. I did order me one of them. I'm gonna compare it to and see which one I like better. First off, I know they that light charges with a USB-C, the same thing like my phone, versus the Olight has a special charger. But the Olight has a magnetic charger. You don't have to actually plug it in. You just kind of set it on there and it goes to charging. So I think the Olight charger would last longer, just because you have to plug it in on the other one. And you know how sometimes the prongs get bent and broke. And also, I would say that the Olight would probably be a little bit more waterproof because it has that magnetic charger and not actually an open spot to plug in. Because that light, I think it's got a plug in on the tail where you turn it on, and it's just a little rubber flap that seals it off. So you know how that goes. But anyway, out here is where I had my potatoes at. I got them up, and now I've got butter beans out here for a late crop. Hopefully they'll do good. Right here beside it is where I had my snaps. I got them up, and then I put down a couple more rows. I think about 2 rows right here in this little plot more of late butter beans, a little bit off schedule. But anyway, we had a bunch of rain come up when I was trying to get my snaps up, so it was a delay on getting them out the ground. But if you can see this little stretch right here, I hadn't measured it and all that, but anyway, I had 3.5 rows of snaps, and over on the other side there, which is the same length, I had two rows of snaps. And they ended up some squash and watermelon, but we ended up with about 114 quarts of snap off of them. Basically, let's see, 5 to 6 rows, something like that. And it would have been a little more than that, but some of them were lost because we didn't get to them picking in time, and yada yada yada. Some of them may just rot and get all that. But spot right here is where my corn was at. I got that up, got it re-tilled, and I planted some late corn right here. With it being this late in the year, I don't know if I'll get a crop off of it or not, but I figured why not? Even if it don't, I can still feed it to the hogs. And I got a couple little tomato plants here. I need to get more stakes, which all needs a stick to drive in the ground, tie it to it, but I just hadn't done it. And anyway, over here in the jungle is where my tomatoes and things like that is, and I see a few ripe from here. But even if you don't keep it the greatest in the world, it grows up a little bit, gets grass in it and all that, it will still produce something for you. I got everything has been kind of iffy this year, but the pepper plants have been cranking. That has definitely been my best crop. I hadn't really kept up with the exact number of them and stuff like that, but the green peppers have done pretty good. But those red peppers and cayennes, I mean, it seemed like you come out and pick 25 off of one little plant at a time. They just produce like crazy, in my opinion. See a cucumber ripe too. Yep, it looks like after I get done with this video, I might be picking a little bit of garden. But anyway, that's kind of the homestead stuff. I don't know if everybody's interested in that, but anyway, if you are, there you go. But I've been following some smaller channels like mine. I'm a small channel, and like 84 subscribers today, something like that. I think it would be pretty cool to get to 100. You know, of course, I ain't doing it for the money. If I did, I would be trying to sell you crap right now. But it would be really cool if I ever made it to 1,000. You know, just for, I don't know. It doesn't matter what people say on here or how humble they are. You know, a lot of them are, a lot of them ain't. But either way, when you have a lot of followers, it is a good feeling that, you know, whatever you show or talk about has a little bit of value to somebody. And like I said, I don't know anything about making money on here, but I don't know how much some of them make and all that, but it's still that level, I believe, of just, you know, makes you feel good, and maybe that you help somebody out, especially in the style of videos that we make with the more prepared and self-sufficient type of stuff. You know, that's, you know, real life stuff, other than just making, you know, go out here making music videos or making videos where people prank each other and just entertainment stuff. I mean, that's all it is. Also, as y'all know, when I have my videos, I don't start off or end with the, you know, like, share, and subscribe and all that kind of bull crap, begging, you know, people to do that. You know, if that's what you want to do, that's fine. But the way I kind of do it, I just make my video, do my thing. And if y'all actually like it and enjoy it, you'll do that on your own. You don't need me to ask you to do that. So that's my philosophy on that. Here's a goat we got. It's actually a really well-natured goat. I was planning on using her for a milk goat, and I thought she was pregnant, but I'm not exactly sure. She's, you know, not quite looking like it to me at the moment, so we might have to get a couple more goats. But I'd like to, you know, do some more self-sufficient, self-sustaining stuff. Let's see, it is crappy lighting right here. There we go. But anyway, that's kind of what I like to do. I just make the video, and if you enjoy it, you'll do those things. I have a few, well, not a lot, but I've got right many followers on Instagram, and I think I'm 6shooter92 on there, and spelled SIX Shooter 15 on TikTok. If any of y'all want to check out any of those things, I have more followers on both than I have on here. I was hoping maybe a few of them would, you know, migrate over here, but it hadn't happened yet. But anyway, I've met one kind of YouTuber that you would call it in person, and he's a really good guy, and we've met a couple times and do some things together. And you know, I met him, I had first seen his videos instead of him seeing mine and everything. But there's some others that I've talked to a lot, back and forth with email and on the platforms and stuff like that, that I hadn't met in person. But I think that, you know, the prepper community on here and some of the tactical ones and everything, it's actually, you know, a bunch of really good people, like-minded, and, you know, all that kind of stuff. You just kind of click together. So I've enjoyed talking to people on here, you know, back and forth. It's one guy I talk to a lot with email and things like that. He's doing live streams now on Monday nights, usually at like 10 o'clock. He said he had technical difficulties this Monday, and so he had it last night on Tuesday, but it was still 10 o'clock. But it was called Ghost Preparedness, and now it's called Norse Preparedness, Norse. And he's on Instagram too, if you check that out. But he lives in a different place than me. Things are different, so it's kind of cool to go back and forth and you know, see the differences between where he's at and where I'm at. But like I said, I hadn't met him in person, but it seems like a really cool dude. And if you get a chance, go over and check out his channel and Instagram and all that stuff too. I've been thinking about maybe doing some live streams or something, if that's something y'all be interested in. And you can let me know if you are, and kind of what you think would you would enjoy talking about and doing on a live stream. I don't think YouTube will let you like have guns or shoot guns or something like that on a live stream. I think you can talk about them a little bit, but that's about it. But you know, it can do the Bible reading, kind of a Bible study type thing, or just talk about, you know, general preparedness, whatever, or if you just want to ask me some questions and stuff like that. But you know, it's pretty cool. I enjoy talking to people through these platforms and stuff like that, and you know, maybe you get something out of it too. But I hadn't really thought of a time or you know, a certain day or whatever to do those types of things. But like I said, if it's a lot of interest, then we'll go ahead and do that. And with this Olight here that I was telling you about, this is the O-Pen 2, and I watched a video on it, and they said that the reason they call it the O-Pen 2, this is the first one with a light on it, but well, first writing pen. They said the first O-Pen was just a flashlight, kind of like a stylus style that was made like an ink pen. But I really like this one. I seen Olight put out a video the other day saying that some people are no, they didn't put out a video, they just put out a statement saying that some of the people are having trouble with the ink refills in here. It comes with one in it, and then it comes with a refill, and some people were having issues with it. I hadn't used up this one, so I don't know. But they said that they would, you know, get that fixed, whatever they got to do that. But it's a really good writing pen. It's got this little slide here to bring the pen out. And I always get ink on my hand when I do it one-handed like that. And it's not really a tactical pen like you would say with the glass breaker and stuff like that on there. It's just kind of a EDC pen. It is made out of metal though, and you could probably, you know, break glass with that little end there. But anyway, it's got a light on it, and it's rechargeable, which is cool. I like rechargeable stuff because I hate trying to keep up with batteries. And I believe it's a USB-C, just like the phone too. You unscrew this part here from the bottom, and you just get an idea. It's up under there. I ain't gonna take it all the way out. Maybe I'll do a full review on it. But anyway, it's actually a bright light. You can hold it, and it's got different brightnesses. I usually keep lights on the lowest because it makes them last longer, and also if you don't get much splash back, and if you need to make it brighter, all you gotta do is hold the button and you can do that. But so far I've been carrying and using that a little bit, and it's been a really good light so far. Now got that Phoenix light coming, and I'm gonna I think it's gonna be comparable to this, the M2R Warrior. It does have the strike type bezel on it like this does, and it's got the light in the back, the switch in the back and then on the side, and I think it's probably going to be about this size. And I was kind of wondering, you know, which one I was going to like better. Kind of get an idea of the in between them. They are about the same price too, but I think the Phoenix is made in the USA, and I don't think this is. I know it's sold through Olight Store USA, but they are a Japanese company, I believe. It's either Japanese or Chinese, one of the knees. But they are good lights. I like them, and I think they get a good price. But I'm going to give the Phoenix a try, and I think I'm going to like that one for EDC. Like I said, because if it does start to die, I can go ahead and charge it, you know, right in the car with my same charger as my phone. I don't have to drag around an extra charger and things like that. But anyway, that'll just be something we find out in a few days. It should be here soon, and I'll let y'all know about that. Like I said, check out the my Instagram and TikTok if you want to, and let me know about the live stream if that's something you're interested in and all that kind of stuff. Anyway, that's about all I got for this one. Where I'm gonna go pick that garden and stuff. But anyway, stay prayed up, prepped up, and strapped up. See ya.